to see who has a heart.
If you put your effort and concentration into playing to your potential, to be the best that you can be, I don't care what the scoreboard says at the end of the game, in my book, we're going to be winners.
This is your time. Now go out there and take it.
Are you crying? Are you crying?
There's no crying. There's no crying in baseball.
Welcome to Applebee's Tailgate Talk. Don't go away. We'll be right back. Come see all your friends at Applebee's in Athens. 12 minutes guaranteed or it's free Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. 7 items to choose from. Can't make it for lunch? Visit them for happy hour, 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. or late night. Half-price appetizers with beverage purchase, 6 appetizers to choose from. Call 233-4430 or order online at Applebee's.com and pick your meal up with Carside to go. Applebee's Neighborhood Grill, Highway 72 in Athens, just off I-65. Eating good in the neighborhood. Real estate, real easy. That's the motto at Innovative Realty Solutions, and providing the highest quality real estate services is their mission. With sound real estate advice, the latest information, and a skilled analysis of the real estate market, Innovative Realty Solutions offers a better home buying and selling experience with a fair, ethical, and, yes, innovative process. Innovative Realty Solutions. Visit them on Facebook, online at innovativerealtysolutions.com, at 100 North Clinton Street in Athens, or call 230-5950. Innovative Realty Solutions. Real estate, real easy. When things go wrong, State Farm is here to help life go right. And Agent Michael Howell is the one who can help get things back on track. See Michael for your auto, home, life, health, property, and business insurance, and be ready for those unexpected twists that life throws at you. Ask about banking and annuities, too. Call State Farm Agent Michael Howell at 232-5400. Visit him online at michaelhowell.net or go see him at 903 South Clinton Street in Athens. State Farm Agent Michael Howell. There when things go wrong, here to help life go right.
Your roof is the first line of defense for your home. Do you have water stains on your ceiling, paint peeling off your walls, shingles missing? It's probably time for you to get your free roof inspection. Locally owned and operated, licensed, and insured, Yellowhammer Roofing is the Yellowhammer State hometown team. Yellowhammer Roofing. Let our family protect what's most important to you, your family. 256-232-1933 or online at yellowhammerroofing.com.
Quality Vinyl is on your side. Quality Vinyl in Athens has been in business since 1987, offering great prices and service the whole time. What has changed is the technology of their products. From vinyl siding and shutters, sunrooms and screen rooms, to doors, windows, columns, and rails. Quality Vinyl, located on the corner of Highway 72 and Reed Road in Athens, just 6 miles west of I-65. Call 232-2665 or visit them online at qualityvinyl.net. Quality Vinyl is on your side. Daly & Son Car Care is Ardmore's only one-stop auto repair and tire shop. Whether it's major mechanic or brake work or routine maintenance like an oil change or lube job, Daly & Son Car Care has been satisfying customers all over with their fast and friendly service. They're also your headquarters for quality Cooper tires. Stop by and see Wayne, Nikki, or Dale at 25600 Main Street in Ardmore, Tennessee, or call them at 931-427-4651. They're on Facebook, too. Daly & Son Car Care, open Monday through Friday, 7:30 till 5, and Saturday, 7:30 till noon. Keep up with local school, travel, youth, and amateur sports throughout the week with a Play Action Sports Update. Listen weekday mornings at 7:30 and weekday afternoons at 1:30 and 3:30 as we bring you the latest scores, news, and announcements from Limestone County and surrounding communities. That's the Play Action Sports Update 3 times a day, Monday through Friday on 1080 WKAC.
Hi, this is Gene Jokes. You're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
Good Saturday morning, everyone, and welcome to Applebee's Tailgate Talk. We're live here at the Applebee's in Athens. This is Tom McClung, Old Time Kid, alongside Todd the Bod Tomlin, Tojo J. Vassar, producer extraordinaire Tim Lambert, and Tim's got a brand new play pretty, so we're
I got to get used to it here.
We got lights flashing
kind of a
all
funky
over.
sound to you, so we had to take 2. So.
Only thing we need some smoke now to go with them lights on that keyboard. Call or text us at area code 256-812-1848. That's area code 256-812-1TGT. You can find our website online at tailgatetalk.net. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Tailgate Talk AL. Facebook and MeWe, just Applebee's Tailgate Talk. Subscribe to the Applebee's Tailgate Talk YouTube channel. Also, another perk of this brand new Play Pretty is Amazon Echo. Say Alexa. Turn it up. Oh, there we go. Say Alexa. You turned up the wrong one, dude.
Turned up the wrong one. See,
there we go. Let's try it one more time. Say Alexa.
Play Tailgate Talk.
Okay, Google Home.
Play Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
There's Bama Zach calling us from heaven. Download the Tailgate Talk app for Android or iPhone, powered by Crown Service, Termite, and Pest Control. Look for Applebee's Tailgate Talk on iTunes, Amazon Music, Google, Spotify, and other popular broadcast platforms. You know, we're going to be big.
Podcast.
What did I say? Broadcast?
Yes.
I meant to say podcast. Podcast.
They
platforms.
are a little bit different.
But you do broadcast a podcast.
We broadcast a podcast.
Right.
Well,
sometimes.
Stream the podcast.
Oh, is that what it is? You stream the podcast?
Oh, okay.
I'm going to say something that's going to slip out and not mean to,
like,
it's going to not mean to slip out.
Broadcast is like over the air.
Oh, okay. We got a great show. We got our old buddy, the 7-foot-tall Jerome Jurenovich is joining us. He's going to be joining us by phone, not live. He might touch the ceiling with his head if he walked in here. In studio, we're going to have a couple of in-studio guests today. Jessica Hopper with the Athens Gators swim team will join us again. She's an old guest that we've had in the past. I told Tim, I said, you know, when she came the last time, that's when I found out they had a pool over at the Sportsplex. I said, where y'all swim at the Sportsplex? What?
It's kind of cool this morning.
Yeah, kind of cool swimming, a little breezy, swimming to the headwind. Brian Foy, North Alabama Soccer Coalition, he's a regular with us. It'd be great seeing him again. Coach Matt Smith, Tanner soccer coach, is going to be joining us over the phone. And our main man, Havoc hookup. Havoc clinched playoff this past week. Clay Freak Daddy Coleman will be joining us. And our main man down in Mobile, AP Steadham, the Swami of the SEC. And we got to talk about that La Familia, it's spelled La Famiglia, but I bet it's La Familia restaurant right there by the Walmarts down there in Destin.
Destin, yeah.
I looked at their menu, man. That's like, I'm going to have to try some of that. So, anyways.
Good, though.
Yeah, it did look good, didn't it? Oh, my gosh. Y'all having a good week?
It's been a good week.
Yeah.
It's been a good week.
Good week here as well. Let's toss it over to producer extraordinaire Tim Lambert. He's got a rundown maybe of a couple of scores.
All right, Scores and More brought to you by P4 Physical Therapy, delivering world-class outpatient care with a purpose. Visit them on Facebook or online at p4physicaltherapy.com. Baseball playoff round 1 yesterday. Lindsay Lane swept Shoals Christian 10-0 and 6-4. So the Lions will advance to round 2. West Limestone also had a sweep over Priceville. The Wildcats won 11-4 and 6-2, so they advanced to round 2. Ardmore also advanced with a sweep over Guntersville. They won 5-0 and 6-5. Elkmont split with Sylvania. Identical scores, just reversed.
Yeah.
The Red Devils won 8-3 the first game and lost the second one 8-3. So their tiebreaker is at 1 this afternoon. Lauderdale County was swept by Fife 8-5 and 6-2. And Lauderdale County started out ahead in both of those games and just got caught up with and passed later in the game. Covenant Christian also beat ABS 11-5 and 14-4. So the Trojan season is over with too. Soccer playoff round 1. Westminster beat East Limestone. The Westminster girls beat East Limestone 2-0. So Lady Indians are done for the year. Day 1 of track sectionals in Class 1A. Lindsay Lane's Sydney Perkins won the girls 1,600 meters. Madeline DeZahn was first in the javelin. Cade Kirkpatrick won the high jump, and Athens Bible School's Meredith Romans won the shot put and the discus. What are you doing?
I'm talking off air. I'm sorry.
All right. If you're not going to share with the class, then don't be talking.
You didn't want that shared with the class, did he, Jay?
Well, okay. Let's see.
It'll get better.
All right. Athens Bible School's Meredith Romans won the shot put in the discus. Jack Bradford placed first in the boys 1,600. In 3A, Elkmont's Alex Kuntz won the 1,600, and in 6A, Athens High's Avante Thompson won the long jump. So day 2 is going on today. Let's see.
Where's that at? Where's the sectionals at?
Well, they're at different places. They're in Winfield. Some of them are in.
I just can't picture Madeline DeZahn throwing a javelin.
Well, yeah.
She can shoot the three. I can't imagine her throwing a javelin.
Really?
Yeah.
That may be why she can shoot the three so good.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember if they were in Winfield or I know. Let's see. Clements was at Winfield.
It may be 1 through.
Well, they've got different classes, and several classes maybe in one location. I can't remember where the other ones are. I just kind of went through and got my results and I forgot where they were. Let's see. So coming up, we were going to be at Earth Day and Outdoor Expo today at Big Spring Park, but
yes, we were.
Mother Earth decided to change their plans.
Mother Earth says, get yourself inside.
It's not nice to fool Mother Nature.
I got to hydrate the earth.
That's right.
Yeah. So they have put that off to June 5th, and if it's okay with y'all, we'll do an extra week Tailgate Talk from there on June the 5th. So
I'll be in Atlanta that day.
Greg just sent me a text. It says Fort Payne 1 to 3 6A. Maybe that's a soccer score. I don't know if that's a
Fort Payne. I think may have been one of the locations for the sectional. I can't remember.
Okay, gotcha.
One anyway, and I think I'm not sure now. I was thinking that James Clemens hosted one of them, one of the 7A sectionals, and
may have
and all. But anyway, but there you go. Scores and more brought to you by P4 Physical Therapy.
And just like that, the first. Wait a minute.
Okay.
Upcoming guest?
Not
confirmed.
Confirmed.
No
So
confirmed.
Okay.
That's why I just mentioned the Earth Day thing.
Okay.
And of course we will be at mud volleyball for a cure in July too. So, but as far as
that's for Michelle and them again. Right?
Yeah. Hey, and speaking of Michelle, today is her happy birthday. Happy birthday, Michelle Williams.
Happy birthday, Michelle.
Yeah. Does so many great things for the county. We appreciate her so much.
Absolutely.
I'm just hearing it.
Sound like somebody opening a bag of potato chips.
I had what I thought was turned down, and I just kept hearing it, and I thought, okay, if I got the wrong thing, still learning it.
We got, like I said, Tim's got brand new play pretties.
I want to mention real quick too. Last year me and Tim were talking earlier in the week. We had been we were that day of caring. Y'all remember that at the park last year? The big deal where all the churches came together. And did the food.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. So they're doing it again this year. Ours has been way downsized. It's at that youth center that's right across the street from the Methodist Church, next to LLCI.
Yeah, that's Limestone County Churches involved. LCCI.
So it's the building right next to it. So they're giving free COVID tests. They're have food provided. I think a few other services provided. So anyway, for anybody that you may know that is in need of that, please let them know.
You guys, if y'all probably already mentioned it about the Rogers principal passing away.
No,
we did not mention it.
Jamie Burks was the principal at Rogers. He passed away sometime last night, this morning, due to COVID pneumonia.
Wow.
Complications, guys.
How
Still here with us, man.
He's 52.
Yeah.
Really?
I call that a young guy, Todd.
That's just a young guy.
I do since I'm 55.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but man,
it's still here with us. That's for sure. So is that it, producer extraordinaire, for this segment? Yes, sir, it is. And ladies and gentlemen, we still got a lot to go, so y'all hang around. You're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk on WKAC, the Big 1080.
Go to your Amazon Echo and say Play Tailgate Talk, or your Google Home device and say Play Applebee's Tailgate Talk, and hear the show in crystal clear quality. We'll be back with more Tailgate Talk after this. P4 Physical Therapy is a new outpatient provider offering community-based care with a unique partnership model that allows them to consistently deliver world-class outpatient care, emphasizing personalized hands-on treatment. Whether it's orthopedic, physical, geriatric, or manual therapy, sports or neuro rehab, telehealth, or most any type of muscle or joint pain, P4 Physical Therapy promises to treat you with integrity, compassion, faithfulness, and selflessness. Locations in Athens, Huntsville, and Winfield, Alabama, as well as Fayetteville and Knoxville, Tennessee. Look for them on Facebook or online at p4physicaltherapy.com.
Limestone Drug, located on the square in downtown Athens, is your local Health Mart pharmacy. As your local Health Mart pharmacy, Limestone Drug is locally owned and has a personal commitment to the community. Limestone Drug honors prescription drug plans, including Medicare. They accept flex spending cards and fill prescriptions in minutes, not hours. Limestone Drug knows there's nothing more important than your family's well-being. So shop Limestone Drug at 200 West Market Street in Athens, your local Health Mart pharmacy. Limestone Drug, caring for you and about you.
If you're running out of space and a yard sale just isn't an option, Midpoint Storage and Buddy Box Storage gives you the choice. Midpoint Storage on Highway 72 East has traditional or climate-controlled units along with spaces for your boat or RV. Buddy Box offers convenient, secured, portable storage units delivered right to your home. They're both locally owned, too. Call 256-800-4249. Look for them on Facebook or online at midpoint.storage.com or buddyboxstorage.com. It's a win-win situation. Midpoint Storage and Buddy Box Storage. 256-800-4249.
Spring forward and get ahead with Ardmore Telephone Company's super fast internet. Play more games, stream without buffering, work from home, and access e-learning. Sign up now and get your first month free. Call ATC at 800-830-9946 today. Super fast internet. That's what we do.
Accidents happen. It's a part of life. So next time a wreck is a part of your life, Sides Auto Body Repair is there to lend a hand. Since 1987, Sides Auto Body Repair has been guiding customers through the repair process with as little stress as possible, offering free estimates, a limited lifetime warranty on their work, as well as saving you the headache of handling the insurance paperwork. They're also ICAR Platinum certified and can boast over 60 years of combined experience. Call their Highway 72 West location at 230-6464 or Highway 72 East at 444-0729. Either way, call them first. Sides Auto Body Repair. Check out the WKAC sports page. Go to WKAC1080.com and click on the WKAC sports icon. You can listen to the current sports stream as well as game archives, past coaches shows, and Applebee's Tailgate Talk on demand. If you're on your smartphone, you can stay automatically updated as new items are posted. The WKAC sports page. Another reason why your best source for Limestone County sports is WKAC1080.com and 1080 WKAC.
Hey, this is Upmont Girls basketball coach Tom Waller, and you're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
When you're born in this world, you're given a ticket to the freak show.
So you're a control freak?
It's just a freak show anyway.
I got a brand new play party, Clay. So we're working with it. It's a lot of flashing lights, and maybe some distractions. But hey, man, we're glad Havoc clinched the playoff berth.
Yes, they did. You know, new technology is always good until it doesn't work.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, sir.
Yeah, they clinched the playoffs the other night, and really exciting shootout at home with Pensacola, and then they went down to Pensacola last night. I guess returned the favor, lost 5-2, but then that helped Pensacola clinch. So now the playoffs are officially set. So Birmingham is out. So
okay, that was my next question.
Now it's kind of coming down to the playoffs. Yeah.
Oh, we don't want Birmingham in the playoffs, no way.
Bunch of turds.
Bunch of punks.
Don't want little sister doing as good as he should, right?
He just said little sister. That's funny. But either way, you get the playoffs, man, and anything can happen. Everything changes. It's its own deal. It's its own season.
Yeah. I was kind of teasing Coach DeTilio the other day. I was like, you always try to get hot and streaky, as you go into the playoffs. And I asked him, I said, so when are y'all going to start that?
Good question.
Yeah.
Yeah, he laughed. He laughed pretty good at that one. So, but I think, it's one of these things where we'll be the third seed, so we'll probably end up playing Knoxville, which we've Knoxville and Macon are the best teams, so Macon will play Pensacola. Looks like, unless we were to completely fall and put Pensacola past us. I mean, it's right now we're at 37. Pensacola's at 36. So there could be a chance that they can move up ahead of us. So now you're just playing for the seed. But, when you only have 4 teams that are in a playoff, it really doesn't matter. You got to beat everybody. So
that's right.
And that's why I talked to Glenn. It's not like we're in a 2014 league and you have several things to go through. You just have 2 series to win, and you just gotta hopefully stay healthy and get hot and make your way through it.
Yeah. So I'm sorry. Go ahead. I was just gonna say 2 games left on the schedule. Do you feel like we need to win both?
Well, we'll get actually a makeup game. So
that's
there's
right.
Technically 3. So we'll play Tuesday night, then Saturday, May 1st, and then Sunday, May 2nd.
Okay.
I think just from a momentum and a morale thing, I think it'd be best if they could just completely win out.
Yeah.
Just to kind of get hot, and get excited during that. But there's multiple things. I asked Glenn, I was like, what you're in, these final 3 games, they matter, but with the seeding, I don't think it matters as much.
Right.
You're in, do you kind of save some of your guys? And, he didn't share with me too much of what he's going to do, but I think that'll be some of the strategy that some of these teams will look at. You're in, it really comes down to let's keep your best healthy, but yet still, warmed up and still ready to go. The hockey mentality, you don't really ever see them sitting anybody down. So,
them boys ready to play.
So, I think it'll be an exciting thing coming down the stretch.
Now, Clay, won the last 2 championship seasons we were 3rd seed?
Oh, actually 4th seed.
4th seed.
We were the 4th seed. So I did talk to Glenn about that. I told him, I said, you just want to lose out? We kind of had some fun this week, man. It's really been weird because, with the COVID restrictions and then me not necessarily working for the team full time, it felt kind of distant. Because I really haven't got to be around the players. I haven't got to get inside, so it's been a weird season. So he and I got to actually get together and hang out the other day. So it was good to kind of catch up and see. But I think they're ready to go, and they still always want to win a championship. And we've talked about there still may be that asterisk in the back of your mind of, hey, well, we only won it when there was 5 teams, and but a championship's still a championship.
Yeah. Who cares what
you get the trophy? That's what matters.
It just makes you appreciate it more.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that they're all excited, like with everyone else. It's ready to get this thing opened up and play in front of packed houses, and we do want all the teams. Because I'm sure as difficult as it's been just for all the other stuff. I mean, it's playing the same, 4 different teams, all the time has to be a little bit more difficult.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, you make those relationships mostly not so good. They carry on into the playoffs.
The fights are even more better.
Heck yeah.
Sounds like the dirt track I used to race on.
And you've got guys that are, we talked about it where you've kind of been able to do some of those free agents. We don't have as many players that will have to go back to other teams, but some of these other teams, they're going to have guys that either they're going to have to trade and move and do something if they want to keep a player, or that player goes back to, Fayetteville or Peoria or some of the other teams.
Yeah, that was my next question. So is the cutoff date come and gone, or is there a cutoff date from like where ECHL or other teams can call guys up and move around?
No, I mean, it's adding new players is done.
Okay.
If they've added players within the season, if they played 5 games with your team, they can make the playoff roster.
Okay. Well, can the CHL
really
call one of your guys up? Call our guys up?
I don't think they can add players at this point either. I think they went past on that. We had the one kid, Barnaby, that went to play up, and, he had kind of hit the cutoff from our end where once they go up, they can't come back, even though they played with our team. So he made a choice. I mean, good for him. Glenn's always been a proponent of you want your players to advance and do the best they can. You just hate it when it affects our team. I mean, he's one of those ones that we got on loan from, I think he was in Fayetteville or Evansville, I'm not for sure, but he'll have to go back to that team.
Okay.
next season, or we'll have to trade. So kind of maybe then, cut your losses now and go ahead and build that team. But I think there's a lot of the guys. I've talked to Tyler Piacentini, and I've talked to Nolan Kaiser and Cy and some of those guys. I think they're, from the best of what they're telling me, is they really want to come back, where you would think maybe some of them would be kind of done. I don't think they didn't want to end the way they did with not getting the three-peat, and I don't think they want to end this way. Yeah. So I think they want to finish out their career with a full slate. So we'll see. I mean, some of that will be to determine later, but
that'd be wonderful.
Definitely been one of those years. Oh yeah, absolutely.
One thing I was going to ask is, when we get into playoffs, how many games are in a series?
They'll just do the 3 games.
3 games, okay.
They, a lot of people have argued, like, if you'll watch the Havoc fan cave, which sometimes I say do and sometimes I say don't get in there, because you get a lot of armchair quarterbacks or armchair, I guess maybe left wings or right wings, whatever you want.
There's a lot of idiots.
I love the 3 games though.
Yeah, 3 games is good.
Yeah, well, and what we've talked about is, it's not like the pros in the sense. Yes, it is semi-pro, but most teams in the playoffs, like if the higher seed, it would be a good situation for us to be. As of right now, we're not going to be a 1 or a 2, so we won't get home ice advantage no matter what we do. And that is a situation where usually if you're having to play 2 out of 3 and you're only getting 1 home game, depending on the schedule, you may only get a Tuesday night game, at home, or a night, and that's usually not a profitable night, no matter either in the playoffs or not. It's not a profitable situation. Like, for prime example, the first championship the Havoc won, Keith Jeffries, that still was a year that did not make money.
Wow.
Which is crazy to think. You win a championship, but then you look at all the extra additional expense. We were not a higher seed, so we didn't get that playoff money. And then you win a championship, and then you have rings and things you got to get for sponsors.
Yeah. Right.
So it's kind of like, yeah, you won, but you really didn't. It's kind of but I mean, he's in the last 2 championships. They have been profitable years, and things have definitely turned around. But like I said, it's just different. We get that sports mentality. Minor league sports is just a different animal.
It is. Next game is
Tuesday night. Will be our the second one of our Lawler's barbecue. Barbecue nights, and the last week it's just been so interesting this year with all the different themes and everything. This past Tuesday we were the Team White Sauce, and they had a jersey.
Team White Sauce.
This week is the Alabama Butts. A big pig butt right on the front of the jersey. So it's I've had a blast seeing all the stuff that's been going on. So it'll be that night, and then May 1st will be our military night. And then I think the Sunday game, we missed one of the throwback jersey nights. I think it may have been the Tornado, maybe. So that Sunday we'll play in the throwback jerseys for that. But yeah, we literally have done a jersey auction every single game of this season, which has been crazy, but it's been a way to help get some additional revenue and still help some charities and stuff. Yeah. So it's been good. So we've definitely been able to take a bad situation and make it better.
That's great. Well, Clay, appreciate you joining us again this week, brother. Look forward to talking to you next Saturday.
All right, guys. Thanks.
Have a great week.
Thanks, Clay.
You too, guys.
See you. Bye-bye. That was Clay Coleman, ladies and gentlemen, on Freak Daddy with the Huntsville Havoc. It's time to take a break. You're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk on WKAC, the Big 1080.
You can help Limestone County student athletes by donating to the Bama Zach Memorial Scholarship. Send it in care of Garth Garris, 13833 Pinnacle Drive, Athens, Alabama, 35613, or make it in person at First State Bank of the South at 1319 Highway 72 East in Athens. We'll be back with Tailgate Talk after this. When things go wrong, State Farm is here to help life go right. And Agent Michael Howell is the one who can help get things back on track. See Michael for your auto, home, life, health, property, and business insurance, and be ready for those unexpected twists that life throws at you. Ask about banking and annuities, too. Call State Farm Agent Michael Howell at 232-5400. Visit him online at michaelhowell.net or go see him at 903 South Clinton Street in Athens. State Farm Agent Michael Howell. There when things go wrong, here to help life go right. Real estate, real easy. That's the motto at Innovative Realty Solutions, and providing the highest quality real estate services is their mission. With sound real estate advice, the latest information, and a skilled analysis of the real estate market, Innovative Realty Solutions offers a better home buying and selling experience with a fair, ethical, and, yes, innovative process. Innovative Realty Solutions. Visit them on Facebook, online at innovativerealtysolutions.com, at 100 North Clinton Street in Athens, or call 230-5950. Innovative Realty Solutions. Real estate, real easy.
This is Bella LaFontaine with Crown Service Termite and Pest Control. We take care of all the basics. We take care of cockroaches, ants, wasps. As far as rodents go, most places they'll trap or poison, and that's the end of it. What we do is we're actually going to find the entry points, and we're going to take care of that for you. We do a lot of work with a lot of realtors here in town to bring houses to the closing table. So one of the big things about us is that we're not a sales company. We are a service provider. So we're not looking to meet a sales quota. We're looking to get a house ready to go to closing and get our customers taken care of. This is Bella LaFontaine, Crown Service Termite and Pest Control. We are located at 3413 6th Avenue in Huntsville, Alabama. Phone number is 256-701-7095.
Daly & Son Car Care is Ardmore's only one-stop auto repair and tire shop. Whether it's major mechanic or brake work or routine maintenance like an oil change or lube job, Daly & Son Car Care has been satisfying customers all over with their fast and friendly service. They're also your headquarters for quality Cooper tires. Stop by and see Wayne, Nikki, or Dale at 25600 Main Street in Ardmore, Tennessee, or call them at 931-427-4651. They're on Facebook, too. Daly & Son Car Care, open Monday through Friday, 7:30 till 5, and Saturday, 7:30 till noon. Need custom screen printing or other promotional products? Got You Covered Screen Printing and More in Athens is, well, got you covered. Screen printing, promotional items, stickers, graphic design, vinyl for signs and garments, and other customized products. They also offer local pickup and delivery services, rush orders, volume discounts, and can customize any project to meet your needs. Got You Covered guarantees to get the job done and will work hard to make sure you're completely satisfied. Call today, 444-4500, or stop by and see them at 389 West Sandifer Road in Athens. Got You Covered Screen Printing and More. WKAC wants to recognize our local athletes, and you can help. Go to WKAC1080.com throughout the school year and click on the Tailgate Talk icon to vote for the Applebee's Neighborhood Athlete of the Week. The winner will receive a gift card from Applebee's Neighborhood Grill and a t-shirt from Got You Covered Screen Printing and More. Submit your own nominations for future polls, too. While you're there, check out the Tailgate Talk archives and see what you might have missed. That's the Applebee's Neighborhood Athlete of the Week. Cast your vote today from Applebee's Neighborhood Grill and 1080 WKAC.
Hey, this is David Rocker, former Auburn and Los Angeles Rams defensive tackle, and you're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
Welcome back to Applebee's Tailgate Talk, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, we on live now? Okay, I didn't want to say too much just in case I had to do it over again. Welcome back to Applebee's Tailgate Talk, ladies and gentlemen. Tom McClung, old-time kid here alongside Coach Clint Legg, Todd the Bod Tomlin, Tojo J. Vassar, producer extraordinaire, Tim Lambert, and those flashing lights on that board is just they're just great.
Fancy.
They are fancy, schmancy, Betty. Look, listen to this.
Play Tailgate Talk.
Listen to this too.
Play Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
Tom's got a new toy. It's more like it. And we've got Brian Foy. God dog it. Man, I had one chance to get your name, and I screwed it up. Brian Foy, North Alabama Soccer Coalition. Ain't like you've never been on the show before, dude. Talk to us. What's new? What's going on?
Oh, we got a lot going on right now. Today's our youth soccer tournament kicked off last night, so maybe the weather will hold out and we'll get the rest of it in. So
maybe so.
Yeah, but they're going this morning and hopefully this evening and then tomorrow, so we'll get that finished up. Youth tryouts kick off May 17th, so if you're looking to play soccer this fall, you had to come out and check us out. And then our big thing is our men's National Premier League team kicks off. Yep, inaugural season kicks off in the Southeast Conference May 1st.
There you go, Todd.
Yeah, a week from today.
I'm all over
you got it. Yeah, it's ready to go.
You caught me right in season. Shape. I can run all day long.
You need it. Soccer. You and Todd can form a soccer team.
Yeah, we're looking for a winger. So I think you get
I listen to
I'm
winger.
a lot of things.
I listen to a lot of winger. I love winger. I just can't
35. Yes, I forgot to change the name. Oh my goodness.
So that kicks off May 1st.
Let me ask you this real quick. This is a stupid question, but I'm going to ask anyway.
Yeah, go ahead.
So how wet does it have to be for you not to play? I mean, obviously, you get out there and if it's puddles and the ball's just sitting there.
Yeah, no, they won't play. Well, luckily with us, Huntsville's got those nice turf fields, so we moved. We moved over there. We've got a couple on grass, but we've tried to move everything to turf today.
Nice.
But yeah, it doesn't take much water for us to shut that down. So.
John Hunt Park's where you playing?
Right, the tournament's at the turf fields right there at Merrimack. By Milton Frank.
Okay,
right across the street there.
Okay,
and then, but the rest of the games will play the men's and women's. From when we talked before, we had the women's launch, the men's launch. It'll all be at the John Hunt Soccer Stadium where the Final Four is.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
great facility.
Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah, they're doing a good job out there.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Now the girls state, I guess playoffs are right now.
Yeah.
When do the guys start?
Oh, they've started.
They've started.
Oh, they did.
Yeah,
too?
yeah. I think it's right now. It's 4A to 5A, and then it's 6A, and then 6A. I think 7A starts next week, and then the 1A to 3A starts.
Yeah, Scottsboro played. Fort Payne is like one of the top ranked teams in the state. Shut out Athens this week, and they've shut out Scottsboro. But that's the team where my girlfriend's son scored the most saves. Most saves in a game, 18 to 20, something like that. You're struggling when you got you playing a good team.
When you texted us that day, I was wondering so where was the front defense at? To get that many shots on goal. It sounded more like a hockey game.
They're in the 10th grade. Is where they were. That makes a big difference.
Yeah. So as far as y'all go for participation wise, are y'all pretty strong right now?
Yep.
Could you always use more?
Oh, we can always take more. We're always looking for more, fill out some more teams for us. But things have been good. COVID aside, the fall was the fact that in Alabama we were able to actually have a season in the fall, and then the full season this spring has really helped out. And I think a lot of folks are just happy to get their kids out of the house and outside burning some energy. So we've benefited from that.
It's been fun, or I don't know, fun is the word, but whatever. Nice to see as you're driving around town, different weekends. You know, people out and about and doing and participating, and it's great. And being outside, obviously you can't contract it as the COVID as easily. So
soak up that vitamin D, man.
Yeah, soak up that vitamin D and get out there and run around, man, or at least go watch somebody else run around.
Yeah, no, it's good. And for us, it's, to your point, getting back to a little bit of normalcy. So everybody's out on the weekends, whether it's soccer, whether it's baseball, whatever sport it is, just getting outside.
And the rec fields, the soccer fields around the rec, they're full going.
Oh, aren't they though?
Yeah. My youngest plays, and they're full blown over there right now.
Oh, I bet.
So they're having a good time.
How long have you lived in this area?
Since 89.
Okay, so you've been around a couple years.
Yeah.
All right, so growing up, I mean, Clint, I always tell you, soccer was non-existent.
Athens was the only one that.
Yeah.
And they only played it in PE. With us in PE, we go play some horseshoes, man, or something like that.
To see the growth, especially in the last, I'd say, 10, 15 years, guys, it's just been crazy off the charts. I don't know if it's because you have a lot of people moving in from out of other states, and they were playing there, when those kids were younger or what, but I mean, you continue to see that influx of
we do.
people wanting to play.
Yeah, we do. It's definitely, I think, just as soccer's popularity grows in the U.S. with all the MLS, Atlanta United, Nashville SC, and then to your point, a lot of transplant. Huntsville's a great place where everybody's coming from Virginia, Colorado, other places that have established soccer programs. They're looking for it here. They're reaching out saying, hey, we want club soccer.
And not meaning this in any way, but what it is, the Hispanic population is growing in this area.
No, that's true.
And that is their sport. A lot of Hispanic kids
going to
play soccer.
Coach Matt Smith on later after Tanner, and I'm sure you'd be interested in several of his kids coming out of there because they
don't play, man.
They're successful every year.
Yeah, we've seen a growth, especially in the adult leagues, especially some of the the Hispanic or Mexican leagues in Huntsville and others. So yeah, it's everybody's getting involved, and I think you've got a lot of venues now, a lot of places to actually go play, a lot of leagues starting up. So it's been good for everybody.
Growing up, you would never go into a restaurant like Applebee's or something and see a soccer game on the TV. But now,
first of all, growing up in Athens, you wouldn't have seen it.
Exactly, that's true.
That's true.
At least they serve tea and water.
Bananas and Quincy's.
Hickory House.
Hickory House.
Going to Hickory House.
That's a good point too, Clint. But yeah, even like if you go to Huntsville or a bar and grill or whatever. I mean, soccer's on TV. People, and it's not like, and people are actually glued to the TV looking at it. They're not just dismissing it.
Yeah, it's amazing.
I used to really be kind of against it, and then my dumb butt as a football coach finally realized, if I can get out there and recruit me one, I'll have me a guy that I can send down to the other end and say, man, you kick all practice, and you're my kicker. And I finally found a couple along the way, but had a kid at Ardmore that was good enough to be a Division I guy. I mean, Saul.
Yeah.
And he was amazing. Loved that soccer. Asked me, Coach, can I play soccer over in Huntsville during the week and kick for you on Fridays? Absolutely. I said, if you get hurt over there playing soccer, I'll kill you.
Talking about just some of the, when I watch it from time to time, and this is another kind of tribute to the game of soccer. If you're watching ESPN Sports Center and they're doing the highlights, the top 10, like 4 of them every night is going to be a soccer play.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, with all the sports that are going on. So, but, man, to be able to see those guys and women kick from 40 yards out and put a curve on it and be a bullet.
Oh, yes.
I mean, can you teach
Bend
that?
it like
I guess
Beckham.
my question. Yeah. Can you teach that? Or is that, I mean, I was like, God given,
there's you got to have a leg, but a lot of it is just amazing to me to see how they put the English on the ball and see these kids. And some of them are naturally gifted. We've got some in our club, and you'll see them kick from the corner, and all of a sudden the ball goes out and it goes back in. I'm
it's
like,
amazing.
I'd break my leg trying to do that. But so there's some of those kids are special. They've got that leg. Bend it like Beckham, like you said. I think a lot of those.
And some of them guys doing headers, I think.
Man, I'm not.
I'd try that, man. It hit me right smack on the beak.
Face,
right in the
man.
face.
I'd be bleeding, my lips busting, my nose broken.
Like other night, my son's game, the little boy's playing goal. They kicked the ball. He was just standing there, and they kicked the ball, and he caught him right here. And he never moved. I'm like,
what's that video? You ever seen that video where it's a shootout?
Oh, and he always gets hit in the face.
And the guy gets hit in the face, and they're screaming what a great save it is. And they sit him in a chair. He's out. He's sitting in a chair. He kicks him and gets him in the face again.
Now, how many teams are in the tournament this weekend?
We got about, I think, 65 teams. It's a little down this spring, where we have about 80 in our spring and about 140 in the fall. But no, it's been pretty good for us to have that many teams coming from like Chattanooga, Memphis, Birmingham. So we pull from around the area.
That's a major organization there to be able to pull that kind of stuff.
I'm just sitting here thinking they might have had soccer if you went to Daryl's. Y'all remember that place?
Yeah.
Over in Huntsville?
Yeah.
Next door to the fog cutter.
Next door to the fog cutter.
Do you remember Daryl's restaurant?
I do.
That's why I used to take the lady.
He got me thinking about those Quincy's big rolls.
That's right.
The Big East roll.
Man.
Well, so after the tournament, what goes on? Like, is there a small break there? Or do y'all continue on to do stuff through the year?
So we'll wrap up the tournament this week, and then we've got another week of for the young ones. They're called state league, and then they'll go into the state cup for the U13 to U14, and then we go right into our tryouts, as I mentioned, May 17th for the olders, and then May 24th for the littles, and then for us, and in the middle of all that, we kick off our men's and women's national premier and women's premier soccer leagues, feeling at John Hunt. So we got a lot going on.
What's the oldest age you'll see a male out there?
On the men's side?
Yeah.
We've got a few guys that are over 30, but most of it's going to be your 19 to 25, 26 right out of college or in college. So we got a couple guys out there, and they can ball out. But there is no limit. So
there's no age limit.
No age limit. We'll take Todd.
Awesome.
Goalie.
We'll come watch. We'll come watch. Yeah. Hey, if I get Matt to play, Big Matt, I'll get him to play.
There we go. Do you know Tanner soccer coach Matt Smith?
I know of him.
Okay, well he's like 6'8", what, 385?
Yeah, he's a pro wrestler.
He would be if he listened to us. He would.
I know he would.
Now, what was it? They averaged 10 goals a game this year. Tanner did.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Wow. That's what I'm saying. They're good.
Matt's got them rolling.
Every year.
Before we go, Brian, we need your contact information where people can get in touch to sign up for all this stuff.
Yeah, awesome. If you're looking to do tryouts, just go to joinnasc.com and check us out. Get all the information about sign for U tryouts. That's going to be U9 all the way to U19. And then if you're interested in coming out and learning more about our club and the men and women's, go to northalabama.sc.org.
North. No. Go ahead, Ty.
No. I was going to say real quick. So what are the age bracket? If you're 9, are you playing up to 12? Like, how's that broken down? By
so for us, it's right at the 8. So 9 and under, 10 and under, 11 and under. So for our numbers, we keep them.
Wow.
Yeah, so they'll play right at those age groups. We usually don't have to combine age groups. We've got enough kids that we can keep them in their age
awesome.
group.
Okay. That's great. How many teams usually?
We usually have 40-plus teams at the USUP.
Jeez.
That's good.
That's wild.
Good. Tear it up. Get it better. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, thank you.
Appreciate it, Brian.
Thank y'all. I appreciate it. I always enjoy it.
North Alabama. Awesome. I forgot my glasses. Yeah, that's what I was right. North Alabama Soccer Coalition.
That's right.
There you go.
And it's time to take a quick break. You're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk on WKAC, the Big 1080.
Congratulations to Ty Scott of East Limestone, our Applebee's Neighborhood Athlete of the Week. Ty picks up a gift card from the Athens Applebee's and a Tailgate Talk t-shirt from Got You Covered Screen Printing and More. Go to tailgatetalk.net and enter your nominations for future polls. A new poll goes up on Sunday. We'll be back with more Applebee's Tailgate Talk on WKAC.
From day one, First National Bank has been built on a strong foundation of community first. First to lend a helping hand, first to help with community events and fundraisers, first to support local students, athletic programs, and civic organizations, first to support events like United Way, Relay for Life, and many more charitable events, and most importantly, working for our great community. Without you, there'd be no First National Bank. Making communities great together, that's what we strive for.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Smith's Heating and Cooling in Elkmont is your friendly local contractor servicing most brands of equipment and proudly installing industry-leading Rheem systems. Whether it's an air conditioner, gas furnace, heat pump, or indoor air quality system, Smith's Heating and Cooling takes pride in their exceptional installation and 24/7 customer service after the fact. They offer financing too. Call 777-5450 today to schedule an appointment or a free no-obligation consultation. Smith's Heating and Cooling. Call 777-5450. Visit them on Facebook or online at smithsheatingandcoolingllc.com. If you're looking for that special gift for that special someone, it's waiting for you at Tammy's Fine Jewelry in Athens, a boutique jewelry store offering designs to fit your individual style, from classic to contemporary. Tammy's Fine Jewelry has bridal and gemstone jewelry just for you. Whether you want to spend $10,000 or $10,000, you get the same friendly service. Visit them on Facebook or just come fall in love at Tammy's Fine Jewelry, 206 West Market Street in Athens.
This is Todd the Bod at Applebee's Tailgate Talk. Y'all know how great I sound every week on the radio. You can't imagine how good I look from getting my hair cut from Tammy and all the girls at Shireman's Barbershop. Please go see them at 115 North Marion Street and tell them Todd the Bod sent you.
Since 1998, Ardmore Family Medical Clinic has served the area faithfully, treating everything from allergies, sinus infections, and abrasions to high blood pressure, diabetes, and heart problems. Dr. Deborah Verbeek and staff treat you like they would want to be treated, with compassion and trust. Ardmore Family Medical Clinic, urgent and chronic medical care for the whole family, where patients come first and always have a choice. Locally owned and operated, Ardmore Family Medical Clinic, 25495 Main Street in Ardmore, Tennessee. Call 931-427-6969.
Hey, this is Rusty Brand, head coach of the Athens Bible School varsity boys basketball team, and you are listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
And welcome back to Applebee's Tailgate Talk, ladies and gentlemen.
Play Tailgate Talk.
I love it. Hey, Bam, was that?
Play Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
Oh, yeah. There we go. Tom McClung, Tomcat here alongside Todd the Bod Tomlin, Joe J. Vassar, Coach Clint Legg, producer extraordinaire Tim Lambert, and we've got Jessica Hopper back with us. She is in charge of whatever you want to call it, Athens Gators swim team.
The Gators, really?
The Gators.
Yes, that's us.
It's going to be the Athens Tide.
Tide.
Well, it's supposed to be Athens Alligators, but we just say Gators.
No, it's a good name. I'm teasing.
Could say crap.
So I want to ask this question before I forget. Unlike Tom, I did know that there was a swimming pool there.
That was it. Just called plain ignorance, man.
But it looks a lot short. It looks short. It's not regulation, right?
It is. It is. It's 25 yards long.
Man, it does not look like
now,
it. Okay.
Depending on what pools you're used to looking at, I mean, if you go to one that's Olympic size where it's 50 meters by 25 yards, they're huge.
Because I think the old one we had was 50.
Was.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And it's only 6 lanes wide, too, so that makes it look good.
Well, that's true.
It makes
it makes it look long.
Yeah. Are you talking about the city pool?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing place, man.
Heck yeah.
Hall and Oates playing in the background.
2 low dives, 1 high dive.
No.
Yeah,
Awesome.
That was a long time
We've
ago.
been reminiscing here.
Well, you don't even look old enough to remember there was a
I do.
pool
I do.
around here.
Took
so.
swimming lessons there. Swam
did
there for
too.
a long time.
Hatfield was
we
my
used to go to
joint.
Hatfield.
Loved that jump off that thing in the middle.
Yeah.
Muddy, stinking, nasty water.
Yeah, maybe we should reopen up Hatfield and y'all can do it in the concrete pond.
That was a long time ago too.
Yeah, it was. So, what have y'all got going on right now?
So this year we're actually kind of in limbo right now. They're looking to hire lifeguards. So kind of plug for Athens
wow.
City Rec Department. They're looking for lifeguards. They've
right.
got. Last time we talked a couple days ago, they had 2, and we need 10.
Oh my goodness.
So I've got several I think that have applied this week, but we've been trying to spread the word.
So
Does anybody have Mitch Buchanan's phone number?
I was gonna say that'd be a good floating device, but that's all I'd be. But
yeah.
So. Are y'all not allowed to go out and bring in your own lifeguards for those?
Technically,
for your
no, we
situation?
have not done it that way. We might try to work with the city on some different options if they weren't able to open. They want to open to the city, fully
Right.
functioning like they normally would. Get things back to normal, basically.
Do you
this
know
year.
if they've ever had that trouble in the past as far as getting enough lifeguards?
Usually we'll have a little bit, just the last few, they can open really with 6, but 10 is preferable just with
Right.
people going on vacation and
Give each other a
trying not
break
to
and-
work them overtime and stuff like that. So they just haven't had a lot of applications so far, but I think a lot of people may not really be, thinking about it. And even some of the kids I talked to that were on the swim team, they're like, oh yeah, I want to work there, but it's time now.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
if anybody's thinking about it,
Okay,
or you know
well, I'm glad you
anybody.
said that. Yeah, if y'all are out there listening and
You wanna be a
want a good
lifeguard?
summer job, I'm sure you can get certified there if you're not
Yes,
certified,
so you
right?
have to be 16 years old to apply to the city. You apply at City Hall, and they are potentially offering a certification class through the city for anybody who applies. So
Okay, well, that's great.
they would have it all set up for them. All they have to do is go up there and apply, get that going, and then hopefully certifying them the first week of May, and then we're looking to get in as soon as possible after that.
Do you already have things scheduled?
Technically, yes.
Technically, yes. Okay. I didn't know how far out y'all were thinking since you didn't have the lifeguards. But
Yes, I don't know that anybody that we swim against listens to this, outside of Athens, but just I don't want to.
I understand.
Make it too big
We
of a
gotta
deal,
keep
but
it close to
everything's scheduled, ready to go. As soon as they give us the word, we're good to go. Get started.
Okay.
Now, is it mandatory that your lifeguards put all of that big white crap on their nose, like you see in
Wear the
TV?
big hat.
Yeah,
Most of them don't do that anymore. No.
Zach did.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
he had the skin condition.
I just hope my favorite lifeguard is listening and applies. CJ Parker, if you're listening, please apply.
Like Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
Do you know who CJ Parker is? Google it.
Google CJ Parker.
Pamela Anderson, Baywatch.
There we go. I figured it was a Baywatch
CJ
reference.
Parker.
Okay.
Gotcha.
So
you'd have too many people faking then.
How many
like
mates-
Squints did. Squint
So
Polydorus.
we're actually part of 2 different leagues. One that is in kind of southern Middle Tennessee. There's 10 teams in that league, and so normally we swim against five of them, and then we have a championship meet with them. And then we're in the District 1 of Alabama Recreation and Parks Association, which is now down to just us and Florence.
Okay.
Wow.
There have been teams in Sheffield for a long time, and then a long time ago Haleyville had a team too. But so anyway, we swim there, and then we'll have a championship meet at the end of July down in Albertville at the new
So those
facility
leagues
down
run
there.
together concurrently?
Yes.
Oh, wow. That's a lot of
so we just
swimming.
kind of do 2 different ones, and you got to keep up with the the rules and stuff are pretty much the same, but there's some little differences.
The
so.
differences. Is it like every situation where you have to send half your team to one league and the other to the other?
No, they don't really overlap with each other as far as
Okay,
rules.
that's good.
So it's when you get into that, we've got some kids that swim year round that do what's called USA swimming. So they swim in Madison, Decatur, Huntsville, and there are some rules, crossing back and forth, going from year round swimming to rec league.
So you've got some ringers in, huh?
Well, we have over the years. We'll see if any of them are right now. Everything's been so strange with everybody, being out of the water, pools being closed and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But most anybody that's really, really serious has been able to be back in the water since probably sometime last summer.
Now, are your waters chlorinated? Y'all don't ever swim in any salt water type pools or anything?
Yeah, I don't think we go to any saltwater, and the only one I know of locally is actually at Martin Methodist, and that one of the teams we swim against from Lawrenceburg is thinking about swimming there. They were saltwater. I think they still
That's
are.
interesting.
But that's got to
mostly
be,
chlorinated.
COVID and all that stuff related. You wouldn't think the COVID virus could live in the salt water.
What I've read is basically from USA Swimming that there's been basically no report of anybody spreading COVID at a pool. You know, because there's chlorine in the water and it's coming up out of the water and kind of around, and then a lot of the summer facilities they're outside, so the UV rays help. So
just a little side note about Martin Methodist, the University of Tennessee just purchased it, so it's going to be it's going to be called UT Southern.
Are you serious?
It's no longer a private school.
Because Coach Garris called me the other day.
Wow, I did not read
huge news.
That is big news, man. It's been Martin Methodist forever.
Big change.
Very pretty campus, though.
Yeah.
So tell us about the different
styles.
Like you got breaststroke, backstroke, whatever, the different butterfly.
Yep. There's 4 different strokes that they compete in, and they also do what's called an individual medley, which is a lap of each stroke together. Right. And then they swim relays where one person will swim a lap of each stroke, and then there's a freestyle relay where you have 4 swimmers that swim one after the other. Most of our new swimmers will swim freestyle and backstroke every year. That's kind of our goal, is to get them swimming legally those 2 strokes, and then we kind of move up from there. So we get to have new swimmers this year too.
How many you got? How many you got on that? How many's on the team?
So it's kind of hard to say right now, because last year we had, I think, about 65 or 70 that did basically like a practice only season. We did do a couple of virtual meets where you swim at your own facility and then merge times together with another team, and then we actually did a couple of in-person meets last year, so they were really excited to get to do something normal. But the year prior to that, we had somewhere between 110 120.
That's awesome.
It's a big group.
Yeah, it is.
That's a lot of people to manage. And what are the age groups? Where does it start? And
5 to 18.
5 to 18.
Mm-hmm. They have to be 5 years old.
Sorry, Todd, they don't have any 55-year-old lifts.
Dang it!
It may be a Michael Phelps in that age group.
You never know.
That's the truth, man.
You never know.
They give scholarships for that too, guys.
They do.
Yeah. We have 2 swimmers right now swimming in college. One, and y'all may have talked to them back in the day. They're both graduated now, of course. But so Mallory Underwood is swimming at Alabama, and then Kobe Melton is swimming at Arkansas right now. So they're both doing really well. That's the only real college swimmers.
That's great though, and you've got. I won't say use their names, but I mean, it shows other swimmers, hey, we're serious about what we do, and look, we've got kids that have gone on and done,
we try to bring them back. That's one thing that I kind of tried to do last year, just to change things up and have it be a little bit more fun. Is we had them come to some meets and actually,
that's big
fortunately
deal.
it worked out. Mallory swam and she beat all the guys, so that was good. I was like,
good for her.
You got to make sure.
No doubt.
Put them in their place. So. Anyway, that's good for the kids to see.
It's great. Jessica, give us a contact where they can get in touch with you.
Yes, we're on athensgators.org, and so the information is somewhat delayed right now, but pending getting the lifeguards hired and trained. But tentative start date is going to be May 17th, and we do offer a clinic for new swimmers who are interested in the team. The goal is to have that the 17th through the 20th at 4 p.m. every day at the city pool for any new swimmers that are interested. The cost would just be $40 for the week, and then at the end of the week they can try out for the team and decide if they want to join from there. And if that gets delayed, basically it would end up being the following week, same time, 4 p.m. every day.
Well, thank you so much for joining us again.
Awesome. Yep, thank you.
Good luck this year.
Good luck to y'all, and come back on and share with us how you're doing.
Share the success story.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to take a quick break. You're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk on WKAC, the Big 1080.
Since 1998, Ardmore Family Medical Clinic has served the area faithfully, but they don't just care about people, they care about the environment too. Ardmore Family Medical Clinic is equipped with solar panels that provide power not only to the clinic, but supply energy to the TVA grid, making it the only grid-independent business in town. Ardmore Family Medical Clinic is taking Ardmore into the future while taking care of what ails you right now. Ardmore Family Medical Clinic, 25495 Main Street in Ardmore, Tennessee. Call 931-427-6969.
Limestone Drug, located on the square in downtown Athens, is your local Health Mart pharmacy. As your local Health Mart pharmacy, Limestone Drug is locally owned and has a personal commitment to the community. Limestone Drug honors prescription drug plans, including Medicare. They accept flex spending cards and fill prescriptions in minutes, not hours. Limestone Drug knows there's nothing more important than your family's well-being. So shop Limestone Drug at 200 West Market Street in Athens, your local Health Mart pharmacy. Limestone Drug, caring for you and about you.
Come see all your friends at Applebee's in Athens. 12 minutes guaranteed or it's free Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. 7 items to choose from. Can't make it for lunch? Visit them for happy hour, 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. or late night. Half-price appetizers with beverage purchase, 6 appetizers to choose from. Call 233-4430 or order online at Applebee's.com and pick your meal up with Carside to go. Applebee's Neighborhood Grill, Highway 72 in Athens, just off I-65. Eating good in the neighborhood. Quality Vinyl is on your side. Quality Vinyl in Athens has been in business since 1987, offering great prices and service the whole time. What has changed is the technology of their products. From vinyl siding and shutters, sunrooms and screen rooms, to doors, windows, columns, and rails. Quality Vinyl, located on the corner of Highway 72 and Reed Road in Athens, just 6 miles west of I-65. Call 232-2665 or visit them online at qualityvinyl.net. Quality Vinyl is on your side.
Hey, this is Will Lowry, former safety for the University of Alabama, and you're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
And welcome back to Applebee's Tailgate Talk, everyone. Sorry about that, Jerome. We apologize. We just we got brand new toys here, and the play pretty sometimes don't work for us. But ladies and gentlemen, we got Jerome Jurenovich on the line with the Hawks and the Braves. You catch him before and during Braves games, and I actually got to meet the guy a couple years ago.
Oh, it's a great picture.
Real short. You there with us, Jerome?
I am indeed. Yeah, I'm short, all right.
Yeah.
I can't fit in the airplane seats or small cars, but that's all right.
Hey,
first class. At least you fit in with all the athletes you're interviewing. That's a big deal.
You know what? One of the funniest stories in my career was years ago. I got a job. I was the sideline reporter and pregame host for the Denver Nuggets. That's how I transitioned into the job I got now. And my boss goes, "Man, you're going to be great with all these NBA players." And the first guy I do a walk-off interview at halftime with is Earl Boykins. He's 5'6".
I was going to say, he was little.
I'm looking down at the top of this guy's head. I'm
That's
6'5"
great.
for your listeners that don't know. I'm waiting to interview these 6'10", 7-foot guys. I'm talking to a guy at 5'6".
Oh, wow. Well, listen, for those that may not know or may not remember, because not everybody gets Fox Sports South now, it's Bally's. But, for CNN for years, I mean, around here, anytime there was breaking news, we would imitate you for sports. So they're like, Jerome Jurenovich. CNN
awesome.
says whatever, trade, blah, blah, blah.
I still get people on Twitter that do that to me. You know what? I'll be quite honest with you. It never gets old.
I hope not, man.
14.5 years.
I hope not.
Your audience may not know, but, when I was at CNN, and that was a long time ago, there wasn't the crawl at the bottom of your screen,
right.
So you had no updates on games that were in coverage, in progress.
Yep,
you had to wait until 11 o'clock when either CNN or ESPN would have their evening programs to get highlights. So the only way that you would get a sports update, nobody had cell phones back then. You couldn't get an update. You had to watch CNN Headline Sports at 20 after or 10 to the hour.
Yep.
And let me tell you, I was more popular with college males and gamblers than anybody. I don't care how pretty that girl was on campus. Every guy on campus knew my name because they were all at 20 after and 10 too. They were looking to get the updates.
Yeah.
And that job, in a roundabout way, has led to 3 other jobs for me because other people would apply and everybody knew my name. They didn't know what I looked like. But they didn't know what I was at a celebrity golf tournament years ago in Pittsburgh. Mario Lemieux used to have this wonderful tournament for children's childhood cancer, and so I'm up there and I'm doing at the first tee and I'm announcing everybody. It was awesome. I mean, we're talking Michael Jordan, John Elway, Marino, everybody. You name them, they were there. Gretzky, Lemieux. It was awesome. And Johnny Bench is putting the ball on his tee, and I'm like, 2-time MVP, the big bat and the big. And he looks up and he goes, That's what you look like? Nobody knew what I looked like.
Knew that voice, though.
But they had no idea what I looked like. Anyway, all right, let's talk baseball, not me. It's much more interesting.
Before we get into that, Jerome, what happened to Van Earl Wright?
Yes.
Van Earl Wright is living here. It's him and I are paired at the hip, right? Van Earl Wright is originally from Atlanta. He's back living here in Atlanta. He dabbles in a little bit of local television work, but he has transitioned over into sales and the business side. Like so many people in my business, they just kind of give up on working nights and weekends. And he had a nice little run. He had a really well-paying job in Denver. He was out in Los Angeles working for Fox Sports for a while. And, the crazy thing about my business is you could be really good at your job and you could do it for years and years and years, but you get a new boss comes in and on his or her whim, they don't like the way your hair is parted or the color of your hair, or they want a female instead of a male or a male instead of a female. It doesn't matter. They just want their people.
Yeah.
And I can't tell you, I've been in this business for 38 years. I can't tell you how many good people that were good at their jobs lost their jobs because a new manager would come in and just wanted to run with their own people. And it's no different than when a coach or general manager takes over a team and trades away a good player because they want to go in a different direction. Not always the best decision, and more often than not, it's probably the wrong decision. But hey, it is what it is. So what are you going to do?
Part of the business.
Yeah, and you bring up a good point, man. Talking about y'all's business. You have been doing this a long time, and obviously you're not just the Hawks, but you're the Braves, do the post shows and stuff as well. And your hours are long and different. They're odd, right?
Crazy.
Working late evenings and weekends and all these different things. How does that affect, outside interest, family, and things of that nature?
Oh, it's I had talked to a group of college students about 15 years ago. I'll never forget. My brother's a vice president of a college in San Antonio, so they flew me in to do this talk, and it was really nice. It was great. The woman that was in charge of the radio and television department, she has this set up, and I'm giving this guest lecture. We got a video. It was really, and then the Q&A comes. It was really a nice afternoon. And this one young lady she goes, "What's it like?" She goes, and I said, "Well, if you never want to date, especially and you want the person that you are dating, if you're lucky enough to go to weddings alone for the first 5 years of your relationship, and for not seeing your kids, grow up, it's a great job." And they're looking at me like, "What?" And she goes, "What advice do you have?" I go, "Change it to business and run a television station instead of doing the weekend sports."
There you go.
I said, "You'll have a much better life." And of course, the woman in charge of that department was just sitting in the back of the room, shaking her head. She was like white as a sheet. She's so fantastic. But it's a reality. Look, I mean, I'm scheduled to work 28 days out of 30 in the month of April. Wow. 28 days. And that includes short turnarounds, like tonight will work, and then I got to be right back at, tomorrow I'm during Hawks, but normally I would work a Wednesday or a Saturday night Braves game and be right back at 9 in the morning on Thursday and Sunday for the day game. So not only are you working 6-7 days a week, but you're not working a consistent shift, so your hours are screwed up. It's a long day. It's about an 11-hour day for baseball. It's only about 8 for basketball. But look, I'm not in a cubicle crunching numbers trying to work out, something. You know what I mean? God bless the people that would do those jobs. Good for them. I get paid to watch baseball and basketball games, and when COVID's not screwing everything up, I get paid to watch Braves games outdoors at one of the nicest stadiums in the country. I've been to every stadium. I've been to every NBA arena. I mean, it's a different job. It has its negative aspects. I got a loving wife who's very understanding. But when I was in my 20s and I was dating, a lot of relationships ended because literally my girlfriend would go to her third wedding by herself, and she'd be the only one there without a date. And that, for a 24-year-old girl, that doesn't bode well. Yeah. So it's like a baseball wife. You got to find somebody that is willing to put up with that, because it is a different line of work. But it's also rewarding, and it's in other ways. So,
and listen, you're very. We're lucky in this area to listen to you all these years. 6 Emmys in like 13, 14 years. I mean, that's incredible. There's a lot of people that do what you do, and obviously you're right there at the best.
Thank you for saying that. I've won 6 as host. I've actually won 8. So don't shortchange me there, brother.
My bad, brother. My bad. Come on, Todd.
My bad.
Get with the game, bro.
Jerome, speaking of the Braves, looks like maybe Austin Riley's coming out of that little funk he's in.
Oh, my gosh, yes.
Yeah, he is. And what a good sight to see.
Yeah.
You could see that last game at Wrigley. They didn't, they had a big game. But he was still scuffling. And overall, his numbers are still not great. He's about just over 250, I think, now. But you could see he was starting to get, as they say, good wood on the ball. And that makes a big difference. Instead of just swinging, flailing wildly at these off-speed pitches or being behind on a fastball, he was starting to make good contact. They just weren't dropping. Then he had a couple of hits in New York, and then he had 2 opposite field hits in that second game against the Yankees, including the home run. And when you saw that home run ball go, you're like, this is it. Because when they're going to keep pitching you outside, whether it's a heater or a breaking pitch, you can take it the other way. If you can make that adjustment. He started making it in New York, and we saw last night another home run.
Yeah.
He has changed dramatically. Look, you guys remember when he first came up, he looked like Babe Ruth. He was hitting a home run every at bat. And after like 2.5 weeks, everybody in baseball said, let's start feeding him sliders and curveballs and see what he does. And then he couldn't hit his way out of a paper bag.
Yeah.
And it took him the entire offseason to adjust to the breaking ball and hit the slider. Chipper worked with him. And then he started crushing sliders, but he was late on the fastball, so they started throwing fastballs out of the second season, and he couldn't. And then he had to work on now mixing up both. But now he's making the adjustments within the week as opposed to having to wait till the off season.
Yeah.
And you can just tell it's experience, it's knowledge, it's having the right people. And look, these computers. I mean, these guys are amazing. I mean, 30 years ago, Tony Gwynn was looking at videotape, and he was the only one doing it.
Yeah.
Now these guys sit down on a computer, and they can just punch in a number, and the videotape guys are great. Rob Smith with the Braves, he's amazing. He could sit there and just show Austin, these are your last 15 swings against a slider. Just show him those.
Yeah,
not awesome. Just your last at bat or yesterday. And he can see right away what he has to do. So the next day he goes out there, and as soon as he sees the slider, he knows exactly how he has to adjust.
If I'm Snitker now after last night, I may use as a pinch hitter the way he was popping the ball.
Man, what a night for him. We were talking in the postgame show. They put him in the rotation because Soroka hadn't pitched, and then Fried goes down. You can't take him out now.
No.
Even when those guys come back, he has to stay in there. Smiley's going today, and it's almost as if Smiley is going to be pitching to stay in the rotation. Because except for that one game in Wrigley where it was freezing cold, 3 out of his last 4 games in Noah has been fantastic.
Yeah.
And then he gets his first major league hit, a double, and then he gets his first major league RBI on a single after that. Are you kidding me? We were laughing like,
he's a player.
Man, the guy's out there crushing the ball. Good for him.
What's the timetable on Soroka, Jerome?
There is no timetable because he's still not feeling all that good. He had a little bit of a setback with his shoulder, and they're like, no way are we taking a chance, because he was within a week or 2 of possibly coming up, because he was actually starting to make defensive plays covering first. That was the big thing. The arm was not a problem. Pitching was not a problem with him. It was, with the Achilles, it was, can you get over there and cover first base? Can you cover a grounder? Can you run if you get a single? And he started playing very well defensively. And then in his last, I guess, what they call those sessions, he had the shoulder tightness. And they're like, no way. So I think it's going to be it's going to be a while for him. There is no real timetable, because for somebody like that, somebody that important, and with the shoulder, no way are they taking a chance. No way.
And right now, Jerome, the NL East from top to bottom, you can lay a blanket on them, pretty much. 8, 7, 9, and 10. Braves are 9 and 10 right now. Nationals are 7 and 10. So it's very early to end the season, much less to start rushing a pitcher back.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. There's no doubt in my mind that this division is the most competitive division, top to bottom, baseball. Now Peter Moylan and Brian Jordan, Jeff Francoeur and Paul Burr were having a debate yesterday's pregame show about it. And Moylan said, these are the 5 best teams in baseball. And I laughed at him. I said, Peter, there's not one of them that's over 500. What are you talking about? You know, everybody in the division. Well, the Mets are 530. I guess they are 1 game over because of last night. But going into last night, they weren't. They were 7-7 until they won.
Right.
But who would have thought that? I mean, in a 162 game season, it's going to be an afterthought come by the end of July. In a 60 game season like we had last year, you'd start saying, But to your point, 1 game difference really between the top to the bottom. So you can't win it in April, you can lose it in April, but when they're this close, I don't even think that matters. Yeah. You know, it really doesn't matter. And you're going to play each other so often, they'll be fine. You just got to survive any long-term major injury. So Soroka gets back by June, they'll be fine. We got to worry about Fried. I'm more worried about Fried getting back to Max Fried than I am about Soroka coming back, because Soroka's going to come back. You know he's going to come back. But I was a little worried about Max. Every start this year has been very shaky.
It seems to be a thing with Max. He'll pitch 8 scoreless innings, but he may give up 5 runs in the first.
Yeah, and sometimes he'll go out there and he'll look like the second coming of Kershaw, just dominate, shut you down, and then all of a sudden it's like, whoa, where is this coming from? Yeah. So,
speaking of dominating, Jerome article I'm looking at here says, could the Braves make a trade to bring back Craig Kimbrell?
Last night Moylan was saying, I'll take Kimbrell, but first of all, I never underestimate anything Alex Anthopoulos does. I believe he is the best general manager in baseball. Anybody that can sign Ronald Acuna Jr. to a 10-year, $100 million deal, that is a steal. I know for me and you, $100 million is ridiculous.
Not in the baseball world.
When everybody else is making $30 million and Acuna is better than all of them, that's crazy at 10 a year. So, and then you got Ozzie at just, 46, I think. So, every year he's been able to pull off a deal at the deadline. A couple years ago, we got the 3 relievers. That was fantastic. We got Keuchel the year before, and didn't even have to give up anything for him. The guy had won a Cy Young. So you look, he's amazing at that. Will they go after Kimbrell? It's so early because I'm sure the Cubs think they're in it. I mean, my goodness, we're not even at the end of April. They very much. I mean, they're in second place. They're only a game out of first. Why would they want to give up their closer?
Yeah.
So, July, if the Cubs are already 12 games back, maybe he'll be out there for the taking. But you would have to pry him away from Chicago with a really big package. And the Braves don't like to give up young guys. No. They don't want to give them up. So you're not going to get Kimbrell now. But who knows what will happen.
Wishful thinking.
3 months.
Let's swap over to the Hawks for a little bit. About 6 games, I think, above 500. And Trae Young gets hurt the other night. I think twisted his ankle, rolled it over. What are your thoughts on the Hawks and how they're doing this year?
Well, first of all, if you were going to tell me that the Hawks were going to win last night against a very good Miami Heat team that is playing good ball, and they're going to win without Trae Young and without Clint Capella, I would have said, whatever you're smoking, pass it over, because that is not going to happen. And they won that game.
Yeah, by 15.
If Nate McMillan doesn't get that job at the end of the year, I know the organization is waiting to see how they do in the playoffs. If they get to the playoffs, he'll probably get the job. If he gets to the playoffs and wins the first round, he's a locked in to get that job. Yeah. I'd give him the contract right now, just for what they have done so far.
I agree.
But this team their goal from the beginning of the year has always been get to the postseason, and then anything after that is icing on the cake. So there's no question they're going to get to the postseason. Look, Luka Doncic is a generation.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
Absolutely. Now, out of the two, do you have, I guess for lack of a better word, favorite sport to cover? I mean, you've done the NFL as well. I mean, did that.
Somebody's calling.
Okay. We still got you, Jerome? I believe he's gone.
No, he's still.
Okay. Is he? Okay.
Well, okay, I'm here.
Okay.
Sorry.
Somebody was calling in on your line. This is Jerome Jurenovich line, ladies and gentlemen. Do not call right now.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
But yeah, so you've covered the NFL and obviously Major League NBA. Do you have one sport more than the other that you like to cover?
You know what? You guys are putting me on the spot. Alex Anthopoulos, speaking of the Braves general manager, couple years ago, we were down to batting cage. Acuna's taking hits in there. We're all sitting there marveling. There's Mark Bowman, the excellent writer for MLB.com, covers the Braves. Dave O'Brien, who's covered them for years for the Atlanta paper, now works for the Athletic. Brian Jordan and I are down there. It was the year that Zion Williamson was coming out of Duke. And it was just as the NCAA tournament was getting underway. And he goes, Jerome, I watch you all winter long on the Hawks. Alex is an amazing character. He goes, I basically talent evaluate all of these college basketball players just like I do the baseball. He goes, I just do it for fun. And he goes, what do you think about Zion? And I said, I think he's going to be a monster. I said, they're hyping him too much. He's not going to be LeBron, but he's going to be a monster in the NBA. He goes, I don't think he's going to have much of a career. His body's too big. His feet are going to break down. I said, that could be true. We've seen it with like Greg Odom coming out of Ohio State. But you look at Karl Malone, who looked like he could play defensive end. He played for 22 years.
Yes.
It just depends on the individual. And then Alex goes, Jerome, which sport do you like doing better, Braves or Hawks? Now, this is from the guy that's the general manager and vice president. And I'm like, and everybody's looking at him like, what are you supposed to say?
Exactly.
And I said, Alex, when I grew up, it was Willie Mays, Willie McCovey, Willie Stargell, Roberto Clemente. I loved baseball. We played it every day, whether it was wiffle ball, if it was just a couple of us, or baseball if we had enough guys. I lived on it. I grew up on baseball. I love baseball. I said, are you kidding me? I said, but now that I'm a broadcaster, the NBA games are played in a climate-controlled building, and it's on a clock. So 2 hours and 20 minutes, we're starting the post-game show. You guys are making me sit out here in 98-degree weather with a rain delay. I said, I could be in and out of a Hawks game in 7 hours. I said, it's an 11-hour day out here, and I've been sweating. I'm losing 5 pounds every day. He just laughed. And he did tell me something that was kind of bizarre. He goes, Jerome, when I took this job in Atlanta, it's the first time in my life I had to have a rain delay policy. Because he started with the Montreal Expos that were in a dome. Then he got a job with Toronto that had a retractable roof. And then he got a job with the Dodgers. He was out there 4 years and never rained one time.
Wow.
He goes, the Braves asked me what my rain delay policy was. He goes, I don't have one.
That's incredible.
Never been delayed by rain.
You got one now. We may be pulling it into effect today if it doesn't stop raining at the moment. But it's supposed to rain again this afternoon. Hopefully it'll clear up.
Any chance y'all going to be back out at the stadium, or y'all going to stay strictly in the studio?
Well, we're going to be in studio until All-Star break, and then they're going to reevaluate.
Okay.
You know where our setup is. We're outside. Right. If we were inside the stadium, we probably already would be there. But because we're outside and the way the battery is configured, we're right in the middle of about 5 or 6 bars there.
Yeah.
And look, regardless of how people feel about COVID, it's the variant is out there. There's a little bit of a surge. You just never know. And so, look, these college kids, they're the last ones to really do anything in a responsible way. So I think they're just trying to overly protect. Look, you go in any bar in the world, there's not going to be anybody in there wearing a mask. I mean, tons of people doing shots and drinking beer, which is what they're supposed to do in a bar. So I'm not. Look, and live the way you want to live. I just, the company's being a little protective. I'm sorry. Somebody keeps texting. Oh, it's Peter Moylan.
Uh-oh.
Peter Moylan doesn't want to stop texting me. Peter, stop. It's 12:30.
Tell me you on Tailgate Talk. He'll understand.
Yeah, exactly.
Tell him to wear that salmon shirt again. Salmon colored jacket he had on.
That salmon jacket. The sad part is he thinks it's stylish.
I was going to say, he probably loves you.
I'm just going to keep complimenting him on his jacket so he wears it more often. He gets a lot of reaction.
Well, Jerome, we'd love to stay and talk with you another hour, man, but our time is up. And thank you so much for joining us. I'm going to try to get back over there when things open up and get you guys back out in the battery in your spot and say hello again.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome. You're welcome to come by, and we look forward to you stopping by and saying hi. And you know me. Call me anytime you guys want.
You got it, buddy.
Thanks for us, man.
On TV.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Jerome Jurenovich with the Atlanta Braves, Atlanta Hawks on the First National Bank Hotline, making communities guest. Tailgate Talk special guest segment brought to you by Yellowhammer Roofing. And we're fixing to take a short break. We'll be right back. You're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk on WKAC, the Big 1080.
Missed part of this week's show? Archives are available on our website. You can also hear us on your favorite podcast platform, including iTunes, Google, Amazon, and more. Just check out the podcast page at tailgatetalk.net for a list of available apps and links. We'll be back with more of Applebee's Tailgate Talk on WKAC.
Your roof is the first line of defense for your home. Do you have water stains on your ceiling, paint peeling off your walls, shingles missing? It's probably time for you to get your free roof inspection. Locally owned and operated, licensed, and insured, Yellowhammer Roofing is the Yellowhammer State Hometown Team. Yellowhammer Roofing. Let our family protect what's most important to you, your family. 256-232-1933 or online at yellowhammerroofing.com.
Smith's Heating and Cooling in Elkmont is your friendly local contractor servicing most brands of equipment and proudly installing industry-leading Rheem systems. Whether it's an air conditioner, gas furnace, heat pump, or indoor air quality system, Smith's Heating and Cooling takes pride in their exceptional installation and 24/7 customer service after the fact. They offer financing too. Call 777-5450 today to schedule an appointment or a free no-obligation consultation. Smith's Heating and Cooling. Call 777-5450. Visit them on Facebook or online at smithsheatingandcoolingllc.com. If you're looking for that special gift for that special someone, it's waiting for you at Tammy's Fine Jewelry in Athens, a boutique jewelry store offering designs to fit your individual style, from classic to contemporary. Tammy's Fine Jewelry has bridal and gemstone jewelry just for you. Whether you want to spend $10,000 or $10,000, you get the same friendly service. Visit them on Facebook or just come fall in love at Tammy's Fine Jewelry, 206 West Market Street in Athens. Real estate, real easy. That's the motto at Innovative Realty Solutions, and providing the highest quality real estate services is their mission. With sound real estate advice, the latest information, and a skilled analysis of the real estate market, Innovative Realty Solutions offers a better home buying and selling experience with a fair, ethical, and, yes, innovative process. Innovative Realty Solutions. Visit them on Facebook, online at innovativerealtysolutions.com, at 100 North Clinton Street in Athens, or call 230-5950. Innovative Realty Solutions. Real estate, real easy. The Play Action Sports Report is back in podcast form. Look for it every Wednesday on your favorite podcast platform. The Play Action Sports Report. Scores, interviews, highlights, and more from school, youth, and amateur sports in Athens and Limestone County. The Play Action Sports Report every Wednesday on your favorite podcast platform or online at pasnetwork.net.
Hey, this is UNA women's basketball coach Missy Tiber, and you're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
I'm all about that action. 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 I said I'm all about that action.
And welcome back to Applebee's Tailgate Talk, ladies and gentlemen. We're live here on WKAC, the Big 1080. And we've got our main man, the Swami of the SEC, on the First National Bank hotline, making communities great.
Awesome.
Not guest, but great. Thank you very much, Coach. Appreciate that.
You're awesome.
AP, welcome to the show, buddy.
Hey, good morning. Good morning. So glad to be on Applebee's Tailgate Talk, WKAC 1080 AM, Athens, Alabama.
Play it for AP right
Here you go, AP. Here's one for you. Uh-oh.
Okay.
Hey, hang on. Turn me up, Tim. Here we go.
Play Tailgate Talk.
And one more time from our friend Bama Zach.
Play Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
So,
I love that.
Tim got us a little button to push to bring Bama Zach back in the show whenever we could. So, still missed the little fella.
That.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So,
we think about them often.
Yeah. Spring has come and gone. Both teams, both programs on each side of the states, got the stuff they like, stuff they don't like, and talk about some of the stuff that you've heard that you've know from Alabama, maybe some of the stuff you've heard from Auburn.
Yeah, both teams, right? You got to get an offensive line. That's where it starts. So you got to protect that quarterback. So they're trying to assemble the 5 best, shuffling them around to different positions. So that's number one. Number two, Auburn has a quarterback. We're just trying to see if he's going to get better.
Right.
So and Brian Hartson, that's one of his fortes, supposedly, quarterback whisperer, that type of thing. But we shall see. But But he did not recruit Bo Nix. He doesn't owe him anything. He's a legacy player. So I'd say this is Bo's last chance. He better get it together, as they say.
I mentioned to some friends of mine on Twitter one time, last year, Malzahn didn't call the plays, quote unquote. Chad Morris called the plays. And I told one of my friends, I said, it's pretty difficult on a quarterback when the opposing team already knows your signs, reads the plays, and knows what's coming before the dang ball's ever snapped. So yeah,
absolutely.
I'm going to defer a little bit for Bo in the O-line because this year's offense is totally different. They actually went under center, done a play action fake, and threw the ball to a wide open tight end this year. Have mercy, thank you, Lord.
Right. Not one tight end, two tight ends, maybe three tight ends.
Exactly. Threw it to the running back coming out of the backfield. Wow.
Oh my goodness! You have the Najee Harris to the east.
Absolutely. Tank Bigsby is got. I'm looking forward to a good season with him.
Yeah, you got to give him the ball in other ways, and definitely tackling him in space. I mean, with a name like Tank,
he better be good.
Yeah, he better be pretty good, and he's hard to tackle. So that's one thing. Then defensively, they needed the cornerback opposite old Roger to see how he's going to perform, because that's one that's going to be tested. The cornerback opposite your best.
Right.
But the linebackers are pretty solid. The Geese, we got to watch JJ on the line. That's going to be fun to watch him.
Absolutely.
See what he does. Is he going to shift inside, outside? Combination of things, because he's athletic, and he'll get to that quarterback with his speed. So that's very fun to watch him.
He was on the second team. JJ was on the second team, so he was going against the first team line, and looked like he held his own pretty well. So, but anyways, go ahead to Bama.
Yeah, no, I was just say Bama. Bryce Young, he's the heir apparent. I think it's his to lose. We saw that he likes to keep the defensive line at bay with his quick moves, and hopefully he doesn't get that attitude of running with the football when he takes a quick look. You want him to be in that pocket and make those throws, because he has all those wonderful receivers. Hall, the young freshman, 6'3", 6'4", about 200 pounds. He'll probably put on 15 before the season starts. We saw some of his acrobatic catches and his ability to make the adjustment in the air, and that's what separates the great receivers, of course, and being able to catch the football. The running backs, B-Rob didn't play. McClellan, he can take it to the house from 80 yards. Keelan Robinson, that'll be interesting how they utilize him. Probably on those jet sweeps, a little bit in the slot, catching the ball. That was kind of surprising, right, that he's listed as a slot receiver, I think.
And then Roydell Williams, too.
Yeah, Williams is a good-looking back. Can catch it out of the backfield. I like Paul Tyson, what he did. He was accurate with his throws. We know that somebody could sit in the pocket in Alabama's offense and just get it to those playmakers with precision and in a timely manner. They could be successful. So I think Alabama's quarterbacks, I think they'll be fine. The question for me is always, Nick Saban has not had a quarterback with a lot of turnovers.
Yeah.
That hasn't been the history. Maybe eight interceptions one year. Somebody had maybe AJ or somebody like that. But keep the turnovers low and high percentage on your passes. How about those tight ends in Alabama?
Yeah.
Cameron Latou. I always liked him 2 years ago when I watched him in the spring game, and I'm thinking he could be a player to watch, but he never got many looks offensively. But on the special teams, we saw he had that 59-yard touchdown. He put the hesitation move on that defensive back. He long-legged it to the end zone. Okay. I mean, that's talent. I mean, he's got ability. We saw it in the open field. So excited about the two tight ends, Billingsley from Chicago, of course. But Alabama looking for the other corner, maybe Jalen Armour-Davis from Mobile area. Maybe he's the one that's going to play opposite Josh Jobe. The linebackers, I like what Moody did in the spring. But when you're watching those games, like I said before, you're looking for the fundamentals. Guys making tackles, guys going to the right gaps. So if you're a linebacker, guys coming up from the safety to make a tackle. The defensive backs, are they moving with the receivers, adjusting to the ball in the air? Are they tackling? Edge blockers, left tackle, right tackle. You're keeping the quarterback in the pocket, protecting him the best you can. The center, is there a push up the middle that disrupts the quarterback? When Chris first started out, he was. I didn't think he was going to make it at center. They had to put Landon Dickerson there, but now it's his time. He's a senior and beyond. So he's got to take command of that position. That's very important. So kicking, we're back to missing field goals at Alabama. Anyway, at Alabama.
It's a AP. I'm gonna say this. I watched it a couple times, and
yes,
I really like Damian George. He's a guy that's a huge guy, about like Evan Neal. I liked how much size the Brockemeyer twins have put on since they got to Alabama. Man, but as you flip it to defense, man, really impressive. Those young linebackers. Like I thought it was C.J. Mosley out there, but it was DeMoy Kennedy. Man, they look so much alike, and I'm not going to write off McKinstry playing some corner because I think Coach. I think Coach likes him so much because he's the one that really gets on. He really stays on those guys that he really likes, and guys, I'm going to tell you, being a high school guy that kicked a lot, it ain't. Sometimes it's not about you kicking; it's about the operation of the snap and the hold as well.
Oh, it's everything.
Into those.
Absolutely. It's more than just the kicker, right? You got to have the good hold, the good snap, the timing, right? It's all timing.
AP, I did watch on SEC Network the Vanderbilt spring game. Wow. That was hard to watch. Huh? Yes, sir. That was hard to watch.
That was a wild factor in the other direction.
Yes, sir. No numbers on their jerseys.
No numbers?
Bartley says they got to earn their numbers.
Okay.
Which I got it. But
we're gonna get tough at Vanderbilt, huh?
They had about 27 people in the crowd. That was all.
And looks like Vanderbilt's transfer is coming to Auburn as well.
Yeah,
they're one of their starting cornerbacks.
Wow.
And then I think today A&M and Tennessee has their games today.
Do they?
So,
cool.
Yeah. But they're all on the SEC Network Plus platforms.
Right.
To watch them. So.
I was surprised I was able to get to watch it, but I did watch it through the Fire Stick.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Did you? What did you think of? What do you think of Tennessee's quarterback situation? They got to find somebody.
They got to find somebody.
What's the deal with Milton? You know, they said he was coming, and then now he's saying, well, it's between Tennessee and Washington State. You know, the quarterback from Michigan.
Oh, I thought it was a done deal.
No, they said it. Somebody said it was, but he said no. It's still between Tennessee and Washington State.
What happened to Tua?
Yeah, Henry Tua.
What happened to him?
I don't know.
Yeah, he hasn't committed anywhere yet that I heard. That y'all heard. I hadn't heard any place. But
I got a good spot for him.
If you thought recruiting was fluid before,
oh yeah,
that's a whole new definition now, gentlemen.
What's the other guy's JT? What's his name? Last name?
Shroud.
No, it's JT. Oh, I can't think of his last name. He's one of them guys that's out there too. That's trying to commit somewhere. That's a transfer or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gotten to where before it was, heavily, I guess, favoring the schools, but now, just my opinion, the athlete has way too many options. As a coach, and listen, they deserve a few, but it's getting a little carried away, with the transfers and the delays.
You know what though? I'm telling you, because it's so wide open like this, you got to treat people right, and you have to treat them right when it's all said and done. So Nick Saban kind of touched on that subject matter a little bit. I don't know if you heard him in one of his press conferences. We Zoomed the other day, and he said, our players, we try to treat them the very best. And I know they plow a lot of the money back into the program, with academics, all the various speakers. I get aggravated when you got to bring somebody in to tell them, not to hit women or quit doing drugs. How many times I got to tell you?
Right.
Yeah.
That's the stuff you would think you'd know before you.
And you wouldn't think anybody special would have to tell you that. You just, anybody in authority telling you that.
But. Your mama, your grandma, your daddy, your uncle, your sister, or whatever, brother, somebody, your preacher or somebody, right?
Yeah.
But that kind of aggravates me that money is spent. But that's the world we live in for a long time.
Yeah.
But anyhow, getting back to that point, I kind of like it wide open. Let's see what happens. Let's treat people right. If you're not getting playing time, and all these coaches preach, go through the adversity. Well, I didn't hear anybody talking about adversity when Jacob Coker transferred. Did you?
Nope.
No.
No. I didn't hear anybody mentioning when Baker Mayfield went to Oklahoma, and the other one who won the Heisman there went to Oklahoma from wherever. I mean, it all worked out for people.
Yeah,
they both won the Heisman back to back.
And all of that, and all of that's great. I'm just talking about like your incoming freshmen or some of these transfers that just don't. Like if you don't have that commitment, how does a coach know what to plan for? That was kind of my point.
I think you made a great point. In the fact that it's a telltale sign.
Yeah.
You're finding out all you need to know when this person is, I'm here 1 minute, I'm there another minute.
That's great. Yeah, that's true.
It's a red flag. So I think your point is well taken. So I think that says a lot about somebody's character and that commitment, the big C, right?
Yeah. But no, I love the fact that these kids, once they complete their academics, are able to move on to another school and have another year. And like you said, look at some. We've had 2 guys win the Heisman, like you said. So that's a great opportunity for these kids.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying it's the right answer or wrong answer. All I'm saying is it has worked out for a few players.
Yeah.
Yes, it has. Alabama in particular had a championship quarterback, Jake Coker. He holds the record for a starting quarterback at Alabama, I think 14-0, because he didn't start that one game against Ole Miss. Cooper Bateman started, but Jake was undefeated as a starter.
Yeah.
The record used to be Steadham and Shuley at 12-0, because when he was a senior, he finally got to be the starter way back in '79, the championship team. But it can work out for you. I don't discourage people from transferring or staying. It's a gut level feeling.
Yeah,
you have to come to some decision.
Hey, P, talk about the draft Thursday night. Is Matt gonna go to the 49ers?
I mean, they sent the coach there, the general manager, and then the coach and the general manager, when Justin Fields had his second workout, I think they were there as well.
Yeah.
But I just think that he's the kind of coach that wants a pocket quarterback. Guys can throw with accuracy and precision. But I think, wasn't he with Washington with RG3 or something like that?
Yeah.
I read that. And that did not, it was successful for a little while. But then he got hurt, and then he ended up getting fired as the OC or the head coach, wherever he was. So my thing is, I want somebody. I'm always thinking about the last 2 minutes in pro football. What are you looking at?
Yeah.
The person in the pocket.
Yep.
What are you doing from the pocket? I'm not looking for the fabulous 50-yard run when everybody knows you're down by a touchdown and the defenses get real tight and everybody's playing at the top level and really focused. So I'm looking at guys 2 minutes to go. I'm down a touchdown. I need to tie or go ahead or I need a field goal. What are you doing from the pocket?
Yeah. How can you get us down there to get us in the end zone or score some points?
Yeah.
Yep.
Tom Brady, Brett Favre, Peyton Manning.
When you have a 44-year-old man winning the Super Bowl, he can't outrun me and you.
There you go.
How many times do I have to draft a quarterback and you tell me, well, he's got great athleticism. Does that include his passing accuracy?
Yep.
Passing presence from the pocket.
Because that's what a quarterback's supposed to do.
Yep.
Right?
Put the ball in the receivers and players' hands, and
if he can run with the wind, great. That's great. If Dan Marino could have been a runner, that would have been great. But that's not why we appreciated him or Joe Namath or any of those guys that were strong from that pocket, or even Joe Montana. He could dance around there, but he was in that pocket throwing the ball.
And the first time they get loose, and the first time you see some of these kids get loose and get lit up by a strong safety or a corner, their legs get a little bit lighter.
Ray Lewis jacks that quarterback up, and it's a totally different game.
No, and you can't run yourself to longevity in that position.
No,
absolutely not.
I mean, Cam Newton, he had his moments. But man, he's struggling.
Yeah, he's relying on his arm and his arm was a lot better before that surgery. But bless his heart, the legs are not what they used to be.
Yeah,
and
you get exposed in your total performance when you can't run. It's like, okay, well, he didn't have 60 yards rushing, so what did he do passing? Oh, about 50%, 55%.
9 for 16 for 120.
You got AP. You watched the championship series. We saw they keep talking about Justin Fields and his 40 and his scrambling ability. If you guys remember when he scrambled, James Scalia from Clemson turned his lights out for him. And that scrambling he was doing turned into, I'm going to hold my ribs for a while.
Yeah.
So it's a lot better decision to
Yeah.
make to look downfield or take the check off
Great
and to try to run
Yeah.
against those guys down there.
Oh yeah,
Don't
I
give
know
me that.
Jamie. I know Jamie. He put a lick on him. He got called for it though, but he sure
I
did.
love that hit though. But it's something about being a winner and knowing how to win and not having to worry about Mac Jones going out and doing nothing crazy.
Being a
stupid.
leader.
Yeah, all that. That's just me. I know I'm looking through crimson glasses, but
No, I know Bill Walsh. I heard him before, and I've spoken to people who played for the 49ers, and he would be looking at the footwork of the quarterback.
Yes.
He had the master in Joe Montana, right? Joe was a basketball player. If somebody played basketball, I think that's a plus in my book sometimes, because they have footwork. Because basketball is all footwork every minute. It's your footwork. So that was his thing.
AP, it's been a great conversation, man. Got to spend a little bit extra time with you today. We appreciate you joining us, bud.
Oh, yeah, totally enjoyed it. This week we're going to have Bob Whitfield, the former offensive tackle, Stanford Reds, played for the Atlanta Falcons.
Yeah.
He's an agent now. We'll talk about Atlanta and the draft and things. So, and I'll be headed up to the north, as they say, going to Ohio Wednesday for the draft. Looking forward to it.
Great, man. Well, safe travels.
We may see you on TV.
I'll let you know when I get down to the La Familia restaurant there next to the Walmart in Destin. That stuff look good.
And I saw the commissioners giving hugs out again, so.
All right, buddy, we'll let you go.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks, AP.
Bye-bye now.
Be safe.
My pleasure. Bye-bye now. Yes, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was AP Steadham on the First National Bank Hotline, making communities great. It's time to take a quick break. We'll be right back. You're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk on WKAC, the Big 1080.
AP Steadham, Heisman Trophy voter, Maxwell Award voter, and Biletnikoff Award voter can be heard every week on From the Press Box with AP on WHEP AM and FM in Foley, Alabama. He can also be found on Facebook and Twitter. We'll be back with more Applebee's Tailgate Talk on WKAC. Quality Vinyl is on your side. Quality Vinyl in Athens has been in business since 1987, offering great prices and service the whole time. What has changed is the technology of their products. From vinyl siding and shutters, sunrooms and screen rooms, to doors, windows, columns, and rails. Quality Vinyl, located on the corner of Highway 72 and Reed Road in Athens, just 6 miles west of I-65. Call 232-2665 or visit them online at qualityvinyl.net. Quality Vinyl is on your side. If you're running out of space and a yard sale just isn't an option, Midpoint Storage and Buddy Box Storage gives you the choice. Midpoint Storage on Highway 72 East has traditional or climate-controlled units along with spaces for your boat or RV. Buddy Box offers convenient, secured, portable storage units delivered right to your home. They're both locally owned, too. Call 256-800-4249. Look for them on Facebook or online at midpoint.storage.com or buddyboxstorage.com. It's a win-win situation. Midpoint Storage and Buddy Box Storage. 256-800-4249. When things go wrong, State Farm is here to help life go right. And Agent Michael Howell is the one who can help get things back on track. See Michael for your auto, home, life, health, property, and business insurance, and be ready for those unexpected twists that life throws at you. Ask about banking and annuities, too. Call State Farm Agent Michael Howell at 232-5400. Visit him online at michaelhowell.net or go see him at 903 South Clinton Street in Athens. State Farm Agent Michael Howell. There when things go wrong, here to help life go right. P4 Physical Therapy is a new outpatient provider offering community-based care with a unique partnership model that allows them to consistently deliver world-class outpatient care, emphasizing personalized hands-on treatment. Whether it's orthopedic, physical, geriatric, or manual therapy, sports or neuro rehab, telehealth, or most any type of muscle or joint pain, P4 Physical Therapy promises to treat you with integrity, compassion, faithfulness, and selflessness. Locations in Athens, Huntsville, and Winfield, Alabama, as well as Fayetteville and Knoxville, Tennessee. Look for them on Facebook or online at p4physicaltherapy.com.
From day one, First National Bank has been built on a strong foundation of community first. First to lend a helping hand, first to help with community events and fundraisers, First, to support local students, athletic programs, and civic organizations. First, to support events like United Way, Relay for Life, and many more charitable events. And most importantly, working for our great community. Without you, there'd be no First National Bank. Making communities great together. That's what we strive for.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
This is Bella LaFontaine with Crown Service Termite and Pest Control. We take care of all the basics. We take care of cockroaches, ants, wasps. As far as rodents go, most places they'll trap or poison, and that's the end of it. What we do is we're actually going to find the entry points, and we're going to take care of that for you. We do a lot of work with a lot of realtors here in town to bring houses to the closing table. So one of the big things about us is that we're not a sales company. We are a service provider. So we're not looking to meet a sales quota. We're looking to get a house ready to go to closing and get our customers taken care of. This is Bella LaFontaine, Crown Service Termite and Pest Control. We are located at 3413 6th Avenue in Huntsville, Alabama. Phone number is 256-701-7095.
Accidents happen. It's a part of life. So next time a wreck is a part of your life, Sides Auto Body Repair is there to lend a hand. Since 1987, Sides Auto Body Repair has been guiding customers through the repair process with as little stress as possible, offering free estimates, a limited lifetime warranty on their work, as well as saving you the headache of handling the insurance paperwork. They're also ICAR Platinum certified and can boast over 60 years of combined experience. Call their Highway 72 West location at 230-6464 or Highway 72 East at 444-0729. Either way, call them first. Sides Auto Body Repair.
This is former University of Alabama fullback Terrence Lynch, and you're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
And welcome back to Applebee's Tailgate Talk. Ladies and gentlemen, Tom McClung, Old Tom Cat here alongside Coach Clint Legg, Todd the Bod Tomlin, Tojo J. Vassar, producer extraordinaire Tim Lambert, and on the First National Bank hotline, making communities great, we have Coach Matt Smith, the Tanner High School soccer coach.
And the smallest soccer coach in high school.
The smallest soccer coach on the field.
Yeah, I've been told that, but it's okay.
How you doing, Coach?
I'm doing good. How are y'all?
I'm fine, mate. So, listen, I got to get a quick question, and I think this was last week when Tim brought up this score, and I don't even remember us talking about it, and I don't remember the team, and I'm not trying to bring up bad memories. But did somebody actually beat y'all like 8-0, or am I dreaming that?
Yeah, that's a dream, man.
Okay, well maybe I won 8-0 because I remember when Tim called out the score, I'm like, holy smoke! I'd have loved to seen that team that could even beat y'all 1-0, let alone a big score. So I'm glad to know that I got that wrong. I was curious, like, if that, like what in the world could have happened.
I don't think we played Austin High School, and I think they got us 6-2.
Okay, maybe
I believe it was.
Which Austin's a lot bigger school, obviously, a lot more kids to choose from. So,
well, 6 + 2 is 8.
Well, 6 + 2 is 8.
Yeah.
But I went to Limestone, so I'm not sure if I even could put that together. But so how's the season going, man?
It's going pretty good. Well, it went pretty good. The regular season's over. We finished 18-4-1. We came in second in our region, so we made the playoffs. We have to go to Danville Monday. We play at 7 o'clock at Danville. We win it, then we'll play the second round at Tanner. I think we get the winner out of Region 3 matchup, Region 5 matchup. If we win it, then we'll be in the Final Four at John Hunt.
Okay. Now, do they combine y'all, or y'all combine with 2A? Is it, or 1A, 2A, 3A?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, 1 through 3A.
Okay.
So we've got a little bit of everything. We've got, I think right now, Bayside is the number 1 team in the state. And then you got Collinsville, Susan Moore, I can't remember, Donahoe, and Mars Hill, they're in there with us. They won our area. They beat us twice in overtime by 1 goal.
Wow.
Yeah.
So y'all got revenge coming up, hopefully.
Hey, we're hoping to see them. We're hoping to see them in the semifinals at John Hunt.
Yeah.
That's what.
Coach, sound like you got something
I
planned.
love that laugh. Oh yeah. Well, that was great. So, you're going into your what year this year? 5th?
This is my 8th year.
8th? Holy.
Yep.
Time goes by fast, man.
Oh, yeah. Flying.
8 years ago, would you ever thought you would have been one of the most successful soccer coaches in the state of Alabama?
Oh, man. Hey, when Billy Owens asked me to take over the soccer program at Tanner, I looked at him like he was crazy. So this man's known me my entire life, and he's gonna ask me to coach soccer. But I'm glad I said yes, and I'm glad it worked out the way it did. Because man, I love it. I love every minute of it.
And Coach, we've talked about this a little bit in the past, but you didn't know much about soccer when you got that job. You had to do a lot of digging on how to coach. So talk a little bit about some of the stuff you went through to
become so successful.
To become so successful.
Well, I tell you what, I owe a lot of my knowledge for the game to Coach Gitman, Mark Gitman. He was UAB's head coach for years and years. I think he was there for about 23 years. He's retired now, but when I first took over that first year, I didn't know much. That next year, I told Coach Owen, I said, if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it right. So I'm just going to reach out and start talking to some coaches and seeing what all I need to do and look at formations, set pieces, all this stuff. And Coach Gitman called me, and I emailed him. I told him, I was first-year coach. I was trying to learn the sport. Anything he could give me would help. I was hoping he'd send me a playbook or something. And I gave him my number at the end. So he called me. He said, Coach, he said, I don't have a playbook. Soccer don't have playbooks.
Well, I'm coming from football.
Yeah, that's why I said, man, we got plays in football. I said, I know what 22 split veer is. I can't do anything else with soccer. He said, I'll tell you what, it's like a new team every year that you're coaching. He said, you don't know, you might be a heavy midfield team this year, you might be a heavy defender team, or you might be heavy in forwards. He said, it just depends on what your strength is that year. And, man, that's never been more true. Because this year we're a heavy midfield team. We keep possession of the ball. We move really well. Our spacing is pretty good. Our passes are pretty good. We communicate. So my midfield is my strong point of the team right now. And Elias Vicente is a senior. And then Manuel Felipe, he's a junior this year. Both of those control the mid with Stephen Lopez, who's a 9th grader. Them three right there control the mid, and they facilitate to Oliver Gonzalez on the wing, or Rodrigo on the wing, or Randy Cortez up top. And Randy's probably, he's probably going to go down as one of the greatest soccer players in Tanner history. He's an 8th grader this year. He's got 46 goals.
Wow.
So
I guess so.
I haven't seen anything like it. The kid is, man, he's gifted. And left foot, right foot, it don't matter. He just an athlete. He plays with his team, and he wears his heart on his sleeve. So if he has a bad game, his bad game is if he don't get a hat trick. He don't score 3 goals, he thinks he had a bad game. I'm like, Randy, we won. It's fine. Yeah, but I let the team down. No, you didn't. You scored 2. It's okay. We'll take it. We're good.
Yeah, even if the score's 1-0 and you scored the 1 goal, then you didn't let anybody down. You won the game. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And he's an 8th grader. He's 13.
Wow.
Yeah, he got a lot of growing to go, but the thing about it is in the classroom, he just finished up his AB honor roll. So, I mean, I think he was upset because he had 1B on his report card this last time.
Competitive.
Matt.
Hey.
Bottom line is, dude, no matter what you're trying to be humble or nothing, guys, Tanner Soccer's put on the map by Matt Smith.
Yeah.
And they're winning, man. I know you got to have dudes, trust me, you got to have dudes to play any sport, but man, you're doing a great job. And I know the Tanner community is excited about what you've been doing, man. I appreciate
whole county.
Absolutely. Well, Matt, buddy,
I appreciate that, brother.
We'd love to talk to you another 30 minutes, but our time is up, man. We got to get on out of here. So on behalf of Coach Matt Smith from Tanner, Coach Clint Legg from East Limestone, Coach Todd the Bod, Coach Todd the Bod, Tojo J. Vassar, producer extraordinaire Tim Lambert. This is Tom
Beanie
McClung.
Hargrove from Boogertown.
Beanie from Booger. This is Tom McClung, old Tomcat. We ain't got to go home, but we got to get out of here. We'll see you next week.
Man. See you, man.
Spring forward and get ahead with Ardmore Telephone Company's super fast internet. Play more games, stream without buffering, work from home, and access e-learning. Sign up now and get your first month free. Call ATC at 800-830-9946 today. Super fast internet. That's what we do.
Daly & Son Car Care is Ardmore's only one-stop auto repair and tire shop. Whether it's major mechanic or brake work or routine maintenance like an oil change or lube job, Daly & Son Car Care has been satisfying customers all over with their fast and friendly service. They're also your headquarters for quality Cooper tires. Stop by and see Wayne, Nikki, or Dale at 25600 Main Street in Ardmore, Tennessee, or call them at 931-427-4651. They're on Facebook too. Daly & Son Car Care, open Monday through Friday, 7:30 till 5, and Saturday, 7:30 till noon.
This is Todd the Bod at Applebee's Tailgate Talk. Y'all know how great I sound every week on the radio. You can't imagine how good I look from getting my hair cut from Tammy and all the girls at Shireman's Barbershop. Please go see them at 115 North Marion Street and tell them Todd the Bod sent you.
If you're looking for that special gift for that special someone, it's waiting for you at Tammy's Fine Jewelry in Athens, a boutique jewelry store offering designs to fit your individual style from classic to contemporary. Tammy's Fine Jewelry has bridal and gemstone jewelry just for you. Whether you want to spend $10,000 or $10,000, you get the same friendly service. Visit them on Facebook or just come fall in love at Tammy's Fine Jewelry, 206 West Market Street in Athens. Since 1998, Ardmore Family Medical Clinic has served the area faithfully, treating everything from allergies, sinus infections, and abrasions to high blood pressure, diabetes, and heart problems. Dr. Deborah Verbeek and staff treat you like they would want to be treated, with compassion and trust. Ardmore Family Medical Clinic, urgent and chronic medical care for the whole family, where patients come first and always have a choice. Locally owned and operated, Ardmore Family Medical Clinic, 25495 Main Street in Ardmore, Tennessee. Call 931-427-6969. Smith's Heating and Cooling in Elkmont is your friendly local contractor, servicing most brands of equipment and proudly installing industry-leading Rheem systems. Whether it's an air conditioner, gas furnace, heat pump, or indoor air quality system, Smith's Heating and Cooling takes pride in their exceptional installation and 24/7 customer service after the fact. They offer financing too. Call 777-5450 today to schedule an appointment or a free no-obligation consultation. Smith's Heating and Cooling. Call 777-5450. Visit them on Facebook or online at smithsheatingandcoolingllc.com. You've been listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk, live from Applebee's Neighborhood Grill on Highway 72 East in Athens, just off I-65. You can hear the archive of this and other shows online at tailgatetalk.net. Applebee's Tailgate Talk is a production of Play Action Sports on 1080 WKAC.